I spend a lot of time in my business world listening to incoming phone calls at dealerships. Have you ever done that? It's painful. I'll never forget. One time I worked for a big dealer group and I was a training director. It was a Saturday and I was listening to calls on the desk, and the market president came up behind me and he said, "Doesn't it just ruin your day to listen to calls?" I said, "Yeah, it really does." Why is that? Why is it that our calls at most stores are so bad? Well, I'm not a psychologist, but I've certainly studied it for the last 15 years. And I got to tell you, I think it's very simple. I think it's another part of our brain that we use other than what we do when we're on the lot. And what I mean by that is you and I have to have a structure. And the structure for an incoming phone call is this, period. Number one, we greet them. And when we greet them with enthusiasm and that we really want to help. We want to be certain in that. We mention our name and our dealership. Now, keep in mind, they probably are calling 2 or 3 dealerships. They saw your car on the Googles and they're picking up the phone. So they're pretty interested in your vehicle if they're picking up the phone in today's marketplace. At that point, then they're going to say, "I'm interested in the car," and you're going to ask some questions. Now, what questions? Hey, we've got a phone guide that has questions, but we don't know what questions necessarily. It might depend on what they say. But those who have control are doing so by asking questions. Sometimes the customer asks all the questions, and if you can't turn around, you're probably in trouble. So you greet them, then you ask questions. Then what happens is you get their name and number, right? That's obvious. You don't get their name and number too early. If you get it too early, they could push back. But you get their name and number third. Number 4, what are you going to do? Set the appointment. A solid appointment, one where they show up. That's what you want them to do. And number 5, they have to know who to ask for. And in that, you've got to sell your name hard in writing. Make sure they've got it in writing. They know your phone number, know your picture. You're going to take a video after the call. And also get a manager to call them within 15 minutes and confirm it. Or if you didn't make the appointment, call them within 15 minutes and have them try and save it. Hey, all of this is on YouTube. There's some breakdowns of the phone guide. Check out my YouTube channel. And also hit me up if you'd like a free masterclass on how to handle phone calls and get 30% close. We'll talk to you guys next time.